Okay. New house. Dearest Billy Boy, keeping it short and sweet due to your undying hatred for reading out loud. I actually don't mind it. I hate sounding stupid. My fiance and I are moving into our first house on Friday. Any last-minute advice? Yes. Well, it's too late. You already bought a fucking house. My first thing would be drive less of a car. Wear less clothes. Everything less. And start knocking out the principal. All right? You got to start knocking that fucking thing down. And then once you knock it down to a certain point, then they're going to come at you and be like, hey, do you want to refinance? You want to refinance? Look, your mortgage payment will go from $1,500 down to $1,200. That'll save you $300 a month. That's all a fucking scam. Okay? Do you really think there's somebody who works at the bank and his job and he's sitting there going, how can this bank make less money? Oh, I know what. I mean, how long would that guy work there before he get fired? It's a scam. Because what happens is if you're like 4 or 5 years into your mortgage, they're going to refinance it, and your payment doesn't go down $300 and you're still 5 years in. It starts back at zero. All right? Now you have that payment for 30 years, and you're starting all fucking over again. So the $300 that you're saving each month, they're making more in the fucking interest in the long run because they sent you back to square one. It's all a fucking scam. I'm telling you, go to the gated communities and go over the fucking wall. Don't really do that, all right? I don't want to be held responsible for that. These are all jokes. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. All right, any other advice? Yeah. Don't let your fucking lady, let your woman have the fucking dining room. Let her have the fucking living room, all right? But you have to stake your fucking claim in there. Don't let her turn it into a fucking dollhouse. The same way she wouldn't want to be living in some fucking, house that looks like a sports bar. And you got some fucking deer head and a keg on tap and all that shit. You know what I mean? But just like, I would say stake your fucking claim in the house and just say, listen, I want this house to be a representation of both of us. All right? And if it goes too far one way or the other, I don't think the other person's going to be happy. And just say, listen, I don't care what you do with this. I don't care what you do with this room. Just pick yourself a room or two. Because this sort of unwritten rule is that the guy gets one room, and it's the darkest, caviest fucking place. It's the basement. It's the fucking garage. And it's bullshit. It's bullshit, okay? So that's what I would say. Make sure that when people walk in, they can immediately see that you live there too. That something with a set of balls is actually in that fucking house. All right? And that's it. Good luck with your marriage and your new house. Congratulations. Pay down the fucking principal, sir. Get the shackles off you. All right, crazy-ass mom. Hey, oh there, Bill. What's up? My name is Hector. I'm a full-time college student. My life is fairly well. I get good grades and shit. Big family, 1 of 7. I refinance with some new putty. Started back to square one. When I was little, she was basically trying to steal me from my father and taking all of his money in the process. Hell hath no fury, sir. Also, she used to beat me like a redheaded stepchild. I find that offensive. All right, you want my advice? Don't insult me. All right, Hector. You know what? I almost got childish and made some joke about your chain steering wheel because your name is Hector. But then I realized that would insult other Mexicans, and I'm not like you, sir. I'm gonna take the high road here and just say that I wish you had chosen your words a little more carefully. All right, and tell me, beat me like a redheaded stepchild, and tell me my dad did not love me, so I would stop asking for him. Wow. Yeah, that's something that parents do during divorce on both sides. They use the kids. I'm so glad that never happened to me, and I got fucked up in other ways. This fucker left my father with so little money that he had no money to pay the light bill and other shit. My mom's stupid-ass brother held a gun up to my father's head and said he would blow his head off because he got my mom pregnant with me. My mother's dad was also an ultra cunt. Yeah, so he was familiar with cunts and he went out and married it. Hopefully, he fucking corrected the problem. Jesus, you're giving me the whole family tree here, sir. Since then, she had gotten remarried and then divorced a fucking again, he says. The problem is, after all that shit, I can't stand to even look at my mom. How do I tell her to basically fuck off? This fucking podcast is the fucking shit. Don't stop, you redheaded maniac. All right, there he made it up with something positive towards redheads. Thanks for your input. No, yeah, go fuck yourself. Look, this is very touchy because, you know, as much as you consider your biological mother your mother, this is your mother. So I don't know how that works because I've never been in this situation. So I wouldn't tell your first mother to fuck off. What I would do is I would have... she is your mom, so I would have just a very controlled relationship with her. Like, I would meet her at restaurants. I'd meet her in public and have lunch with her and be okay, I got to get on with my week. And that way, so if when she dies someday, you don't have this regret that, I hated my own mother. What does it mean? And then I would just do happy mom shit with your non-biological mother. Just smile and wave, go through the motions with her. But I don't know. I'd say maybe therapy. Call your mom a cunt in therapy rather than to her face because it's not going to get you anywhere. And as you get older and she gets older, it's not going to be a good fucking thing. But I totally have empathy for the situation that you're in. I would just treat my biological mother as my real mother, and I would have a respectful relationship with my original mother. And when she started talking crazy and everything, just be like, listen, you said that stuff to me when I was a kid. It caused a lot of damage to me, and I don't want to hear you trash my dad anymore. I respect how you feel about him, but I don't want to hear about it because you have to understand that that's my father. All right? And if she has a problem with that, you just go, check, please. And there you go. If she wants to make a scene and throw some bread around, then you got to be like, listen, I can't hang out with you. You're crazy. You're trashing my dad. You're throwing appetizers around the room. Okay? I will have dinner with you again when you can show to me that you can act like an adult. And you just lay the ground rules. This is how it's going to be. We are meeting at restaurants, and you're going to behave like an adult, and you are not going to trash my father. Okay? We're going to sit here. We're going to talk about the weather and what's going on in our lives right now. We're not talking about the past anymore. That's what I need from you. If you can't give me that, then I'm not going to the Olive Garden. There you go, sir. I hope that works for you. All right, relationship advice. I'm pregnant. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Hey, Mr. Bill. I'm a 21-year-old pregnant girl who lives in Shittown, Illinois. I moved here a little over a year ago to be with my boyfriend who I met on Match.com. This is your prince. You meet him on Match.com led you to Shittown, Illinois. There's a fucking one for everybody. Do not go on Match.com. Those stupid commercials, they show everybody happy. Everybody playing Frisbee. Women jumping into guys' arms. Now, do you see some 20-year-old girl got knocked up by some cunt in fucking Shittown, Illinois? I don't think so. Hey, sweetheart, you know what? You're already a great person because you let us know what happens at Match.com. Everything was great at first. Then I realized how much I fucking hate this place. This town is such a cunt, and that includes the people in it. I've been telling him that, and I'm unhappy for at least 6 months, but he doesn't seem to care. Oh, so you don't really have a problem with him. Oh, great. Now I have a slander case with fucking Match.com. He said, now I'm pregnant with his child and have the opportunity to move to Arizona to be with my parents. I told him that I'm going to go, but he said that he would absolutely would not follow me there. He said he loves this place because it has a lot of outdoor activities, and he loves his job. This is not his hometown. He makes $9 an hour being a bicycle mechanic. I told him there are bike shops all around the country and he can find another fucking job, especially since he is former military. He doesn't care. He's a stubborn ass. What the fuck do I do? This place has turned me into a depressed bitch, and I hate myself for it, and I don't want to bring the baby into that kind of a world. Hopefully you can shed some wisdom on this for me. I don't know. This is a rough one. So you're basically going to move to where you want to live, and then he's going to become you. That's what I'm worried about. Do you have some sort of job opportunities in Arizona? Because, along with having bike shops all around the country, they also have outdoors. You can go outdoors anywhere in the country. That's one of the greatest things about the United States. In Russia, they can't go outdoors wherever they go, You get sent to Siberia and shit, you are fucking indoors. All right? Getting fucking raped in the ass, and all you can feel is somebody's mittens on your hips. Oh, that's one of the fucking most evil jokes I've ever made. All right. What am I talking about? What do you do? Sweetheart, I don't know. If the guy's fucking that level of stubborn, I honestly, you know what? You stump me. I know you're fucking punching your fucking iPod right now, whatever you listen to the song. All right, what would I do if I was a pregnant lady? Well, here's the question. How do you feel about this guy? Do you love this guy? Is this the guy you're going to marry? If that's the deal, then I don't know. You got to try and work something out because you guys are together and you got to try and do what's best for the kid. But if this guy isn't the guy, then I don't know what to tell you there either. Here's some great advice. Don't get fucking pregnant by your boyfriend at 21. I mean, I don't know what to tell you here. You know what? You really painted yourself into a corner. I think what you have to do is you got to man up and make a decision here. You have to make a decision what's best for your baby because now you're in this situation. I know a baby needs a mom and a dad, but if you guys don't really love each other, whether you live in Arizona or you live in Illinois, it's eventually going to fucking blow up. So I would just, at this point, you're having a baby, so your needs are out the window. It's got to be about the kid, which you did mention in there. So I guess it took me a second to try to figure this one out. I guess if I was in your situation, I would do what was best for the baby. So whatever that answer is, I would go with that. All right? But I don't think that that's just a one-sided talk. Like you really have to sit down with your boyfriend there and try and together figure out what's best for the kid.